Welcome back to the show, everybody. Future Father here once again. Just reminded myself today that it's been a while since I made a video. I've been thinking about it. I've actually been putting together a video of me at this job that I've been doing for the past 3 weeks, kind of like a time lapse, and then I was gonna talk over it about what I've been thinking and stuff. But then today I was reminded that you try to time lapse something and then all of a sudden your camera turns off for no reason and you're just like, why do I even try? Why do I even try? But then I just remembered that, just put something out. The spot that I usually go to in the mornings was kind of taken over by someone who was putting their belongings underneath one of the palm trees. And so I haven't really been there too much. The last video that I did when I was there, was the first time I saw the stuff, and right when I left, I saw, I guess, the person who it belonged to. They went over to that area, so I just kind of left it alone. So I need to find a new spot or something. But working at this job has made me remember one of the things that I wanted to do when I got here, and it was realizing that there's a large population of older people in this area. I guess in all over Florida too. I guess specifically because people move here, right? Because of the warm weather. And one of the things that I wanted to do or thought of doing, how I can make money, was, help them with their daily needs or whatever, And I've been doing this job for 3 weeks. The couple is older, they got sick and are unable to do it. So they have someone like me come in who can do it for cheapish and get the work done that they want to do. So that way, I can help re-beautify their house. And so I forgot what day I realized this, and I was like, look at me. I am fulfilling the things that I have already put out into the world, right? So that's good. Helps keep me going because I'm fulfilling the things that I've just said, put out there. Other than that, just been impatient, seeing all these freaking coins going up in crypto, and you're just like, what the F is going on? I just invested in the wrong things. I could have put money into that and then transferred it over to this, but who actually looks for these stupid coins that mean absolutely nothing? And then the real coins, the utility coins, they're just sitting there. I mean, I have made some profits off of some coins. It's okay. One of the things that I need to work on is dollar cost averaging because, mainly because, continuously putting money into it, you don't have the same number that you had, the same amount of tokens that you had when you begin or when you started. But last bull run left such a sour taste in my wife's mouth that no money goes into crypto until I can prove that it can make us money. So, just been kind of, patiently waiting. Not patiently, because believe me, I'm not patient. I'm just more upset and get more upset day by day. And I don't want to do anything. I haven't been reading because I'm just upset. And this is very unhealthy for me, but I have been going to the gym. So that's one thing that I've been doing well at. But just been working, getting it done, making the money so we can pay our bills and just continue to live how we're living. Because if one thing that tax season did do was bring to light all the money that we're not bringing in and all the money that we do need to make. So I've been making that. And I was talking to a friend yesterday, and he was saying, when are you going to learn that you need to charge more for what you do? And he's like, $35 an hour should be minimum for what you do. And he's like, I have this, Mexican coming over, this lady, she's Mexican, right? Whatever, it's not a big deal. I'm Mexican myself. Caucasian guy that I'm talking to says, I got this Mexican coming with her kids and stuff, and they do the weeds, they cut the grass, small little yard, $60 for less than an hour's work. I mean, and I'm doing more. I'm doing labor. I'm doing like yard work as well, and it's like, and I'm making less than that. So, but I did kind of run some numbers briefly, and I'm making anywhere from $30 to $35 an hour, which is, I will say, a lot more than what I was making behind a desk. So I'm making $150 a day for about 4 to 5 hours of work. When I was working for Los Angeles County, I was making less than $150 for, 8, 9 hours a day. So that's a win for me. I'll take that any day of the week. What else has been on my mind is it is Lent, and I went to confession the other Friday, I think, this past Friday. And although I don't believe the church's stance on marijuana. I think it's dumb. I think it comes from a lack, because everyone kind of gives me the same answers. And it's like, these are from when I was in high school. The answer was no marijuana because it's against the law. All right. So when they kind of made it legal in California, well, no marijuana because now the church says this. And then now it's well, no marijuana because, and it's always just something playing off of just the evolution of it. And I get it. People say what they say. But I think they don't come from a place where they have done it numerous amount of times to see a benefit from it. They only see the negative, and they only hear about the negative, and everything negative about it is what gets regurgitated when you're like, well, I smoke marijuana and I'm a Catholic, and I know that Catholics don't believe in marijuana, but I do it anyway. Because I don't believe in what Catholics believe all the time either. I will be cautious about saying that, because I do believe the teachings of the church, what you hear about Pope Francis and all, that's not what I'm talking about. But I have stopped smoking marijuana since then because out of obedience. It's obedience that I'm not smoking marijuana, even though I don't agree. And I am not doing it out of obedience to my confessor, because I brought it up in confession. And in confession, it is not the priest who speaks to you, it is Jesus who speaks through the priest to you. So, regardless of my feelings, my stance, I will do it out of obedience to Jesus, because I'm teaching my kids about obedience simultaneously. Kid you not. Simultaneously, as I'm teaching the kids, didn't mean for it to happen. Sheer coincidence. Call it whatever you want. Divine providence. Divine providence. I'm teaching my kids about obedience and how Jesus was obedient to his parents. And simultaneously, I'm going through this with obedience with not smoking marijuana. And I'm just like, if I don't do it, how can I expect my kids not to do it? Be obedient, that is. So, that is that. I just think it's stupid. I think it's stupid. I think it's really stupid. But I've also been picking up smoking cigarettes. So there's that. Oddly enough, this one time when I was in the military, we had I was in Iraq, and we had an inspection, a room inspection, because people were pissing in water bottles and just leaving them in their freaking rooms like trophies. And so it got around that, multiple people were doing this. So the commander came in and did a room inspection on everyone's room, right? And so, he comes in, he does it, the commander comes in and does his inspection, and he sees my carton of cigarettes, and he's like, you know how much faster you'd be running if you didn't smoke cigarettes? What's your run time? Well, what's your 2-mile time? Or what is it? Yeah, 1 mile time. And I was like, 5 minutes? And he's like, well, you know how much faster you would be running if you didn't? I'm like, yeah, not much, because it was like 5 minutes and 24 seconds was my mile run time at the time. I couldn't do that today, but I'm still, even working out. If you guys do CrossFit, if you know anything about CrossFit, it takes a lot of endurance, right? And I still have that. It hasn't slowed me down. So I don't think cigarettes are a bad thing either. So that's the thing. It's, living in this matrix of bullshit. It's like everyone's kind of a sounding board for the same bull crap. And it just, for those who are like past that, beyond this bullshit, it just seems like, well, now I don't know what it seems like, but either way, I'm in this place where I'm doing it out of obedience. Cigarettes is okay with the law, so they're okay with cigarettes. Drinking is okay with the law, so alcohol is good too. So I don't know. Taking medications is okay too. Even though you're supporting all this BS, that's okay too. See, all this stuff is just like happening right now. And it is Lent, and you're supposed to suffer during Lent. And it's like, it is. I'm feeling it. I didn't feel it at first, but like as Lent progressed, and I think the more I was giving myself back to God, to Jesus, I been feeling more like I should be during this time. Whatever. I'm still upset about it, because one of the things that the priest did say was, and I do feel this, is, what did he say? Heck if I remember. It has to do something with, like, you're a slave to it. And I wish, he put that thought in my head a while ago when I mentioned it the first time to him. Because I'm new to the area, and I kind of said that in confession to him once before. And he told me back then, he's like, just stop smoking on Wednesdays and see where that gets you. So I stopped smoking Wednesdays and Sundays. But either way, so he planted this idea in my head that, what was it? See, I'm not even high and I freaking forget. But what was my point? Either way, like, it's just, whatever. Just, I'll end it here. But, hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching. Longer video than I expected, but also, it's been a while. So these are my thoughts, and hope you enjoyed them. Future Father out.